According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white man. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the props. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know your ass need to stop and ask you the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to prop. I won't step, I'm silent for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pants through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
See, y'all think it's just about us in here, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed through a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turn into coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Feel. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill, chill, yo, chill.
Prison industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. I might start me a fucking riot. Slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They've awakened sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. But feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
One West, 12 tribes, UPK. Yeah. I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. Ever since a nigga was young, I knew what I wanted. Knew that we could either be hunters or with the hunted. Meaning only choice was the predators or the prey. Showed this man wherever I was, but I didn't play. Then I started spitting, set fire to every stage. Rap gave a little bit of buzz, but it didn't stay. Then I started hustling, getting that some bread. I always went broke, making sure that my niggas fed. But then I looked for loyalty, niggas, they wasn't there. The same that I shed blood for, and it wasn't fair. But fuck it though, turn they back on a real nigga. It's when I found UPK and I'm still with them. Drill with them, cause I've been in the field with them. Fringed up garments, rocking the shield with them. I never turn traitor, I never let my colors slide. Never get my brother's book. I ain't like that other guy, nothing like them funny groups. They just better get in line. If you in the middle, you confused, you should pick a side. Me, I must stay loyal to the king till the day I die. I am One West, here beating in my chest. Fuck all the rest, we stayed, y'all left. Suckers ran scared, had to clean up y'all mess. That's why we took over, I can see that y'all stressed. We ain't got time to worry about no hater. My life is like a movie, should come with a narrator. They gather data, they wanna see us assimilated. Marching through the streets, know we coming, you hear our cadence. All you smell is Henny and frankincense is the fragrance. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. My squad is forever. It's forever. Squad is forever. When a nigga in this mode like I get so hyped, shining blinding like a strobe light. I'm my only calm, so I battle me back and forth nights. Like a bullfight, I see red charge and destroy might. Gave me foresight, so I know that winning the war might have them all tight. Fuck their feelings, cause they the soft type. I was always taught never turn your back on your brothers. Take on any enemy, know the strength in these numbers. UPK official, and ain't no coward among us. So make me go and bang with them sticks like I'm a drummer. How y'all gonna run with the style that we invented? You always talk the war was wild, but you never in it. All that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I see how you try to spin it. The way my soldiers move out, you think that we got evicted. It's One West in the building, we owning it while you renting. Lyrical exercise in the booth is my Planet Fitness. Words move you like calisthenics. Bars heavy, so when I bench it, I'm building up a hardcore. I flex when I'm finished. And right after a light workout, it's back to business. Group sick of UPK, cause we the illest. I got one question, will they ever stop hating? Waiting on this war so long, I'm salivating. Niggas turn bitch so strong, I call them Caitlyn. I get the green light, it's go, no hesitation. Y'all just been holding our spot like reservations. Now we back to work while you suckers still on vacation. Mixtape singles and even collaborations. They smiling in the face, but I know I see aggravation. You ain't got to hide it though, you fucking mighty cone. UPK bringing that heat, you know the fire's on. It's One West. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I ride for those letters, the squad is forever. One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I ride for those letters, the squad is forever. It's forever. The squad is forever.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rockin' this shit. Yeah. Go ahead.
Look, I keep it loyal to the team. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way.
Go ahead.
Tell him get the fuck off the beach.
Go ahead.
I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Vici. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas, we eat. I'm in this bitch with the Ivys. Say, all y'all do the street. Day all do the street. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
Look, I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we pace. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
One West is to raise, son, that's where I came from. That is my A1s, I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son, you cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one, this is the Matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though, I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could state them. I earn my spot, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy, they got them blazing. They wanna love all these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, We learn some hard ways, always. Just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much. Always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my faith, even on the days I wanna break. Saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the campaign, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like a night exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. And
Cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. Hey, all my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street, they all do the street. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach, nigga. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we pace. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach, nigga. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
One West is to raise, son, that's where I came from. That is my A1s, I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son, you cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one, this is the Matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though, I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could stay them. Iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy, they got complacent. They wanna love all these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much, always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming. My faith, even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fire, man. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazai. Man, you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I changed,
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days the rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son, you cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing, looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one, this is the matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent, going so hard that they said I'm a mason. These are the facts though, I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could stay them. Iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy, they got them blazing. They wanna level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much, always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming. My faith, even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fire, man. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazai. Man, you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I changed,
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Clap it up.
Shalom, we got the ISPK coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commander Jenny Yohana. And today's topic is, is not to do things by injurious practices. I touched on this subject before, but I'm going to go in on this also again. And another thing too, I'm going to use a prime example of that is this World War III. All right. The thing with, concerning with Putin and Ukraine and all of that, of course, that war is still going on, right? It's a scripture that I want to go over. I think it's remove not the landmark of thy father. I think it's in Proverbs 22, I think it is. I'm going to use that as the opening scripture. The pink oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And this whole war is going to affect everything.
Right.
It's already doing it now. It's just that people really ain't felt the real crunch behind it yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As long because these wars cost money. They cost a lot of money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So with war costs a lot of money, that means the price of every damn thing has to go up. Right? You know what I'm saying? The prices have to go up. And then but here's the funny thing about it is jobs is not paying anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the cost of living and everything shoots up. I used to be able to get a can of them chicken Vienna sausages, 59 cents. Now the thing's is $1.19 now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's almost twice the price. I can't even eat no Viennas. You know what I'm saying? Chicken Vienna sausages no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, geez, I got not unless I land me a job making $25 an hour, then I can, you know what I'm saying? Then I can go ahead and eat some Viennas then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the things that, you know what I'm saying, that we even took for granted and everything, you know what I'm saying? It's like, say, for instance, clean water. You know what I'm saying? A brother made a mention that Louisville people from Louisville talk about how we have the cleanest water. Hell, having a clean water, especially at a time like this, is a blessing.
Right, that's right.
It's a blessing, believe that, because that area could certainly be worse. You know what I'm saying? Other people in other states and all that, they want to talk about their football and basketball team. You can't drink it, no goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? The football and basketball team ain't gonna provide no good, healthy water for you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But with the war going on, things like that, and you got to think about these the toxic dumps and waste areas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff trickles off into the water, mutates the damn fish and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then the filtering systems, in a lot of places really ain't that good. We'll ever drunk Florida water. Man, I got sick as a dog first time I drank Florida water.
Really?
Yes.
It's like at the castle, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first time that I drank it. The first time that I drank it was back in like 2011. Long before I came into the school. And I was used to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, I couldn't even remember the last time I had actually been out of town. But, I'm in Florida and everything. I drank that water. Man, I got sick as a dog. I'm dead serious. I'm talking about diarrhea and vomiting. Both. You know what I'm saying? And my system had to adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bad, you can, I done heard of stories of, people, drinking water in one place and then, they get so used to that and then they go somewhere else and they die from drinking that water.
Right.
I've heard of that before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because that dude that wrote this song Lollipop for Lil Wayne, he was in Florida at the same time that I was down there and he died.
That's right.
Yeah. He died. So he came, flew, I think he died in Louisville. He went to the Baptist Hospital. What was it? No, I said Baptist. No, Baptist East or whatever the hell. One of them hospitals down there, Northern or whatever. He went there and died in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Having clean drinking water and stuff like that, and a good good environment. That is something to brag on. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a time when you're dealing with a world war going on. You know what I'm saying? That stuff changes lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They start sending out nukes and stuff like that, boy. that damn radiation gonna hit that water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be running around like I am Legend or Book of Eli or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think what was it? It was in one of them where they was cage fighting for a big bag of clean water. It was one of them. They had a bag of water, and that was the prize. They was beating the hell out of you. One dude whooped a stroke on the other damn dude, man. You know what I'm saying? For that bag of water. You know what I'm saying? A bag of water was about like a gallon bag or something like that. Like, yo, that's rough. And the movies show what can certainly go on in the future. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? But in a time like this, that we got to understand, you know, also too, is what kicks all of this type of stuff off. Invading one another's lands and stuff like that, and trying to take something that belongs to somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people ready to throw down for their own stuff. You know, that's why let's hit with that opening scripture right quick.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 28. Remove not the ancient landmark.
Remove not the ancient landmark. What's an example of somebody removing an ancient landmark? Like, say, for instance, you know, father such and such died over here. And I think that's the reason why that big feud in Kentucky that happened a long time ago, the Hatfield, that's real famous, the Hatfields and McCoys. You know what I'm saying? I think that had to do, and that sparked a damn blood feud, and they still hate each other to this day. You know what I'm saying? I knew a couple of Hatfields and a few McCoys. You know what I'm saying? They still can't stand each other to this day. This is damn what, almost 200 years later? You know what I'm saying? You know, one person wants to remove the landmark of somebody else, man. Here's, you know, just because of, you know, Grandpa Jesse died or whatever. Grandpa Jesse was, you know, somebody that was highly respected and all of that. So, but, you know, he died or whatever. Now you want to inch in on his territory. You know what I'm saying? Want to inch in on his stuff. You want to go and take 20 feet here. You know what I'm saying? Take an acre here and act like they not supposed to know that, you know what I'm saying, that you taking the acres. You're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the reason why the Most High set up borders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High set up borders everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Right after the flood, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and after the Tower of Babel and all of that, when people scattered out, the Most High gave it, you know, everybody had their land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their land, their boundaries and everything. You stay within that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the purpose of borders is for protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? For protection, and also too, you know, because when you got them solid borders standing there, that also, you know, has a, you know, has a spiritual thing to it also. It means you're not going to be taking on the ways of somebody else in another damn border.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing about it is, you know, Esau, he's the chief invader of every damn body's borders. He do it even on a little scale, small scale. It's in his blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's funny though, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we seem to respect borders as long as it's somebody else's border.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I remember back in the day how me and ex-Tuba Karab, how we used to laugh because we like, damn, our bullets don't even turn down they block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, here's you got the hood right here. And then just right over here, you got this suburb area. You know what I'm saying? It's quiet. Nothing ever goes on there. You know what I'm saying? You swear up and down if you know what I'm saying, these places are not in the same damn zip code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're like, damn, and that's true. I mean, you look at that stuff, you don't see bullet holes in the damn, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
In no houses or nothing like that. You don't see no kind of stuff like that.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? The bullets, you know what I'm saying? And then they turn right back around and hit some black kid in a window or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, we respect boundaries and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we don't. It's funny because a lot of times we don't do that stuff with each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll disrespect another person's, you know, another black person's boundary. Let's Yeah, you got any more description? Okay. Yeah. The top is cool.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 28. Remove not the ancient landmark.
Don't remove the ancient landmark. You got to think about what type of injuries this is going to actually cause. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about that because what comes behind stuff like that? Wars. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, this stuff has, you know what I'm saying, long-lasting effects to it. You know, because, and also too, it sets a trend. Because if one person is invading somebody, the other people think, well, hell, we can invade. You know what I'm saying? We can do this, we can do that. You know, we can start to do all this and that.
Right.
The one prime example of that is the God in The Godfather, when Vito Corleone tried to make the peace to put an end to the war and everything, so that he can get his son Michael back from Sicily safe. Right? Okay. Now what happened with that was, and he swore that he wouldn't be the one to break the peace. But being the fact that he said that he wouldn't break the peace, and they knew that he was a man of his word, they started encroaching on his territory. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Go ahead.
If I may slide, that's a sense of weakness.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. He said, you know, straight up. That's what he told his son Michael too. He's like, it is a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. They didn't understand that he was playing the long game.
Exactly.
To wipe them out in one swoop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even though he didn't live to see them get wiped out, him and Michael set that plan up. Oh man, they set it up beautifully. You know what I'm saying? But what happened? I mean, now just imagine if they had the respect not to, you know what I'm saying, please not to encroach on their territory like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things might have worked out a little different. Maybe all them Dons wouldn't have been wiped out. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would show some good respect there at least. But when you start to invade something that belongs to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of bloodshed over stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bloodshed of every damn race that you could damn think of. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like during the time of Prohibition, you know, you got this Don over here. He has 20 blocks. Somebody invades on his. Now there's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Now there's a big problem. Now war is inevitable. If they can't solve this problem. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times wars actually did happen. You know, we can't take on the ways of heathens. Matter of fact, we should be helping brothers and everything with whatever it is that they actually have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Considering yourself too when you do that. Considering yourself, because you could be the one in his shoes one day.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And you also would like to have his help too. You know what I'm saying? If it comes down to it like that, instead of making an enemy, you actually made a friend. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, sometimes just being a brother is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes out here you're gonna need friends, people that trust you, and people that you can trust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to go. You know what it say? A friend loveth at all times, but a brother is born for adversity. You see what I'm saying? Just think about it. A lot of us don't even mess with our own blood brothers.
That's right.
He go one way, you go another. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The only, you know, peace that y'all really have for each other, the fact that y'all not gonna kill each other. just go that far. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's good to be brothers and friends. You see what I'm saying? Because see, a friendship is very valuable. You know what I'm saying? You can't help for somebody to be your brother. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. You know what I'm saying? But having a friend, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody that's been proven. You know this dude. You two guys are like unto one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's sacrifice for one another, such and such. You know what I'm saying? That's why even if you have many brothers, you don't have many friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your friend, you know, when it all boils down to it. Now you got a bunch of people that you haven't really tried that you call friends. You know what I'm saying? Because the word friend has been watered down like real bad
Right.
nowadays. You know, y'all smoke a blunt together, all of a sudden y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know, y'all friends.
Right.
Well, next thing you know, he's smashing your rib. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. You know, all kind of stuff like that. Or he's done sit there and robbed your house or something. Any more in the scripture?
Yeah, time.
Okay.
Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set.
Right. Because see, this is the thing, you know, here's the thing also too. And don't give away what your fathers have, you know, also, you know, set in play.
Right.
That is your inheritance, and that's what your kids is gonna have to inherit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna have to pass down to them. So don't disgrace your fathers by giving it away. And that's one thing that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians do. What's that one scripture we said? We have sold our water for money. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have you pulling that? Okay. And this is a characteristic of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 4. We have drunken our water for money, our wood is sold unto us.
And I think about it for a second. In what instance does the wood have to be sold into you? If you sold your land.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
If you sold your land, that means whoever you sold your land to, the people that own the land now have they own your wood too.
Right.
So if you need to build anything, you got to buy it from them, and they can give a markup or whatever the hell they want. Instead of you keeping it, you know what I'm saying? That's why people always fought for their lands and stuff like that. People fought and died for their land. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, keeping it all the way real, you know, a lot of people don't understand, well, niggas fight over corners and everything. Well, the concept is still the same. You know what I'm saying? Certain corners, you make certain, you know, there are money corners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny how we act like we don't understand black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why black people do that's damn human nature. You know what I'm saying? That's human nature, is to be territorial. It's human nature. This is the reason why the people in this hood over here don't like somebody coming over in that hood. Because here's the thing about black people, a lot of times we'll exploit each other. We'll go over there, want to screw all these women, you know what I'm saying? And all of that kind of stuff, fetishizing them and all of that, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, that's some of the stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the niggas gonna get mad you come over to their place on some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You come from a bunch of dudes, you know, from your hood and all this and that, you know, going over to their hood, just like you had that stuff going on between New York and DC back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? DC niggas did not like New York niggas coming down to DC. They did not like that.
Right.
And a lot of New York niggas winded up getting played and bagged the hell up and sent back to New York in bags. You know what I'm saying? Because even though they warring amongst each other, this and that, you know what I'm saying? You can't go down there like you just on some takeover stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna go down there, you know what I'm saying? And for one thing, you playing the game in their backyard on top of that. So all of that, and you have way too many rough neighborhoods down there in DC, goodness. And everybody was trying to, you know what I'm saying? They was easy to say it was wild, wild west back then. You know what I'm saying? If you got all these wild dudes and you come from somewhere else, them dudes might stop the beat that they, you know, got towards each other and then come and run you the hell up out of there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the smooth dudes, they, you know what I'm saying, they made it like they do Alpo Martinez, and he almost got clipped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He almost got clipped. You know, he said that he would step to the dudes that was coming from New York down to DC, you know, and he would step to them first and be like, look, man, you know, don't come down here with a whole bunch of New York dudes. You know what I'm saying? Come down here, get with it, you know, some DC dudes and everything, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, take care of them and they'll protect you.
Right.
Well, a lot of them was hard-headed.
Right.
And came down with New York dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they winded up in bags. You had the same situation that happened in Louisiana, in New Orleans, a lot of years ago, where a whole bunch of California dudes came down, you know, to New Orleans to try and recruit those dudes. Cause see, they don't fly no colors down there. This is not what they be on. You know. You're right.
Right.
Yeah, they don't fly no colors and stuff like that down there. You know what I'm saying? So when you know the dudes from up there, I think it was the Crips or something. The Crips and Bloods, one of the two, they came down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they came down there deep. Man, them New Orleans niggas swallowed all of them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They killed all of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, all of them encroaching on one another's territory. We gotta learn how to have respect for each other's, you know, stuff. We gotta have respect for each other. When you go into somebody else's, you know, land, if you have some purpose there, you know what I'm saying, a leadership role there in that land or something like that, you know, you go there and you know, don't shit on the people. You know what I'm saying? Don't go down there and just talk like they're so much inferior to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you come from such and such a place. And then want to crap on them because what's going to happen is them niggas love their place. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas love where they from. And they're going to recognize you as a damn outsider and you're going to have a pretty difficult time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're going to have a pretty damn hard time. You come down there as one of them, just like, you know, Napoleon did. You know, Napoleon, a lot of people don't even know this, Napoleon wasn't even French. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon was actually an Italian. Yeah. His real name was Napoleano Bonaparte. You know what I'm saying? But when he went to France, he became Napoleon Bonaparte so he could sound more French. And he became a Frenchman. He started to love the French people. You know what I'm saying? He spoke fluent French. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, that's how you gotta be. You know, we gotta, you know, be like that, you know, with each other too. And we'll do it a lot of times when we go into a Hispanic food. We want to learn Spanish and we want to, you know what I'm saying, and wants to act. But you know, when it comes to like Judite and Judite, you know, you act like because they come from there, they're inferior to you somehow. Yeah. And we do that. You know what I'm saying? We do dumb stuff like that. Just like they had that song, Quit Hating the South. It was Willie D and Pimp C and all of them. They was talking about dudes that come from the north trying to come down south, you know, and this and that. And he mentioned something about, you know, Pimp C, I think he mentioned, and y'all still got to buy y'all dope from us. He mentioned something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go down on that foolishness and you mess around and get a 30% markup. Certainly not promoting drug dealing, but I was just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because you big city and he's country and all of that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we have, you know, trying to put an inferiority complex upon him and act like these people are so stupid. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they got played out like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that got played, you know what I'm saying? And they end up wishing that they never even came there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know, by underestimating the people just because they come from they know how to move in their own place. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like when America went over to Vietnam, they drastically underestimated the Vietnamese. You playing around in their home, you know what I'm saying, in their home field. They got home court advantage. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, man, the Vietnamese had inferior weapons. You know what I'm saying? They had inferior weapons. They were making their weapons and stuff out of bamboo and all that kind of stuff, and they were getting supplied from China You know what I'm saying? As far as with AKs and stuff like that. But at the same time, they can see here's the pressure that, of course, was put on them because if you got a war, then and you don't have the budget to actually really fight that war. You know what I'm saying? Now what you got to do, you got to borrow from major countries that have the money and everything, you know, and that have the money and the resources, weapons and everything to supply you, but then you become a servant to them. You see what I'm saying? So what they did, they took old weapons and stuff like that. And they, I mean, hell, they kicked Americans behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they had a tactic where they would, a lot of times they wouldn't kill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their booby traps and stuff wasn't designed to kill. Because it was way more effective for the person to be caught in the trap and be alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if they caught with it, they hit one of them, what they call a toe popper and everything, they took the foot clean off. Now that stops the whole company.
Right.
Because you're not dead.
Right.
If you're dead, then you can keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? But if you laying there screaming, they're obligated to help you, which stops them from going forward. And now they being spotted and everything, you know what I'm saying, by the Vietnamese in the bush with the rice hats on. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now they're targets for snipers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, and that's one of the ways that they actually really won the war for real. By weapons that actually hurt the morale more than kill the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That hurts the morale of the whole damn unit and everything. But that comes also behind trying to invade something that someone else has. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Matthew chapter 22 and verse 36. Pink oppressors, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Take none of his ways.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Verse 37. Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Right, yeah.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Love thy neighbor as thyself. What does this mean? Don't do stuff to him that you wouldn't want him done to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do things to him that you wouldn't want done to you.
Right.
Don't talk to him in a way that you wouldn't want the one talking to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of times stuff like that gets people killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It leads to something real bad. You know, I heard of a situation where, these two dudes, they was supposed to be meeting these two girls. You know what I'm saying? They both went to the barber shop, to get freshened up or whatever. But they had a problem with who was going to get their haircut first. You know what I'm saying? And that started a slight little argument right there.
Right.
Yeah, but it didn't end there. So now they rolling in the car, and they started up arguing over something else, which these dudes had deep-seated problems with each other. You know what I'm saying? So, problems that they never got out there in the open. They start arguing over something real stupid, and it led to one dude pulling a gun and shooting the other guy in the head. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. They said that, the other guy was trying to pull first, then dude pulled first and shot him in the head, but then they found that the guy that ended up doing that ended up getting like 73 years or something like that. Yeah, he had a long damn time, you know what I'm saying?
Like if I made this happen.
This maybe a couple of weeks ago or something like that.
These are young cats or
these are young dudes. Real young dudes. These guys was nothing but like maybe 20, 21, somewhere in that area. They how a lot of dudes be trying to stunt on each other and all that, and trying to make themselves, look you know, good into the eyes. And then, you know, there was people there too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put like women involved in it. Oh, well, niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas really started to try and stun on each other then. You know what I'm saying? But it ended up leading to one guy shooting another guy in the head of a problem that could have been resolved. But see, here's the thing: you don't say things to people that you wouldn't want said to you.
Right.
You don't stun on nobody because you don't want nobody stunting on you.
Right.
Simple. You know what I'm saying? This scripture right here is very applicable.
That's right.
Well, let's read it again.
From the top.
Right.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Verse 37. Jesus, or otherwise Yahushua, said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. Love thy neighbor as I love thyself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, also too, you know, it also means, you know, love thy neighbor as thou love thyself while you're loving, actually while you're loving yourself.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, love your neighbor simultaneously as you're loving yourself too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the way that you love your neighbor is actually a reflection of how much you love yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? People think it's the other way around.
Right.
You know, they say, you know, gotta love yourself first, you gotta love you, which is that only really a lot of times that only makes you selfish.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you mess around and don't love anybody.
Yeah.
But you. You see what I'm saying? That's not no sage knowledge right there. You ever see people make like Facebook posts or whatever talking about, you know, I'm gonna love me. I always do this, and everybody else. Yeah. So now I'm just only gonna love me. You've been loving you. You've been selfish your whole goddamn life.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the only damn thing that you ever did for anybody was actually still doing it for you.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You only treated dude good because the way that you felt about him at that time, and once the feelings withdrew, all the good things you did withdrew too. You know what I'm saying? While your emotions and your feelings were upon him. That's why I always say love is temporal. You know what I'm saying? Love of abroad is temporal. That's the reason why the Apostle Paul said, husbands, love your wives, and wives, reverence your husband. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't say husbands love your wife and wives love your husband. You know what I'm saying? Because actually the way that a man loves a woman is symbolizing the way the Most High loves Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know, but here's the thing though. Israel is incapable of really fully reciprocating that love. Well, guess what? Woman's incapable of fully reciprocating the love that you give her too. That's why it said, reverence your husbands. Actually, and the word reverence actually means to be in awe of, just like you are over Keith Sweat or whoever the hell they got new today. I don't even know who the hell the new people are. You know what I'm saying? How people know.
You got a lot. I ain't gonna say
Yeah, I mean, just like you look at them, is how a woman is supposed to look at her husband.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how that's supposed to be. That's why it said reverence. You know what I'm saying? And to reverence something. I used to think that it meant just to respect, but no, man, it goes way deeper than that. It means to be in awe of. You know what I'm saying? Like women back in the day used to be in awe of Keith Sweat and all them throwing their panties at the stage and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that with your husband. You're supposed to be like that with your husband. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I think, you know what I'm saying, fully cohabitating and all of that stuff is really, a lot of cases, not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Because if she spent that amount of time around Keith Sweat and everything, she'll find out that it actually stinks when he takes a shit. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you know. And once that happens, then a lot of the time that whole reverential respect goes down too. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's just the way that things is. A lot of times we got to play that game. We got to play a away game. You know what I'm saying? As I say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in the relationships, there has to be some, you know what I'm saying? There has to be some push and pull effect going. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where she can't get you exactly how she wants you. You know what I'm saying? Just like Israel can't get the Most High exactly how they want him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We can't get the Most High just to show up, you know what I'm saying, whenever we want him to and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What we do, we mess around and start taking him for granted. You know what I'm saying? Then he got to spank their behind. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. I was going to go 10 and 6, but I'll take 10 and 1 and see what that's saying. That's, you know, leading up to.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus.
Right. The Apocrypha. Right. Yeah, and that also too, that, you know, as far as with, you know, not removing the landmark of your father, that's part of honoring your father too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, regardless of what kind of man he was, it still should be some honor there. Just like, you know what I'm saying, you got good kings,
right,
and you got bad kings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that bad king's still supposed to get honor too. He is the king. You know what I'm saying? And your father is your father.
That's right.
Straight up. Yeah, but niggerdom, we all messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We messed up because the old black men don't control the job market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all messed up behind stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, just because he don't control the job market and everything, we figured we ain't got to respect him because a lot of us take after our mamas. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus, an Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
Yes, a wise judge will instruct his people. And for one thing, a wise judge will also, you know, you go and you see like the court shows or something with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that transgressed or something, you know, concerning a business and this and that, you know what I'm saying? His business is right next to his, and he wants to, you know, do something over here on this side, and then they start having, you know, feuds and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or, you know, he's renting from his business from this one dude. I do two real good friends that split up over that, like real bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They were friends for all of these years. They were both, one of them was the owner of a show bar. He was the owner's son. And the other one was a good friend. Well, the son owned a building in, he owned a couple of commercial buildings or whatever in southern Indiana. And he had his business, he had a GNC there, you know what I'm saying? And next to the GNC, Heath had his friend Heath had a Pokemon card, you know, when the Pokemons was real hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what happened was the Pokemon was doing so well. So Lance started doing funny stuff and all of this and that, you know what I'm saying? Because the Pokemon stuff was doing so well, you know, and his GNC wasn't doing as well as that.
Right. So
he started, you know what I'm saying, I guess raising the he started doing all kind of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then he just decided, you know, forget it, man, you know what I'm saying? And he went on back to Moorhead, Kentucky, and ended up a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Set up the same shop down there, ended up a millionaire. It's messed up though because he ended up getting killed in a motorcycle accident. You know what I'm saying? He had you know, was pissed off at his woman and hopped on that with that crotch rocket. You know what I'm saying? You know, and put it up at a buck something. Next thing you know, shit, hit a car, something, and it was over with. Yeah, but
So he first took his own life, or a car had hit him?
I think something had hit him or something. Cause you know, them crotch rockets. A lot of the times, the engine is too powerful for the frame.
Yeah.
So it's easy to lose control. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell him he might have just lost control. He probably didn't even have to hit nothing. He just probably just hydroplaned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And totally lost control of it. That's why them crotch rockets are so dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, remember them ninjas back in the day? All kind of people. I know you remember those, don't you, sis? Them ninja motorcycles. Remember all the people that was getting killed on those?
I used to ride them.
You did? Yeah, hey, you know, Razor Moses, you still here. Them damn things was dangerous. And people was getting wiped
It wasn't
out.
necessarily that they were dangerous. The people who were riding on them were dangerous.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, when you got, because they would talk also about how light the frames were. You putting too much power on such a light frame. You know what I'm saying? They had too much power for how, I mean, people could pick the bike up.
They were.
You know what I'm saying?
They were hitting like huge potholes.
Yeah. Hitting huge potholes and stuff like that. I mean, all they had to do, I mean, those bikes are supposed to be built for speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My uncle died on one.
Right. I know. Brother, his brother died on one and everything. He tore his arm off and everything. Yeah.
Somebody hit my uncle and it sent him and the bike flying, and he lost half of his rear end on the ground.
Oh man. Jeez. Yeah. See, that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's horrible stuff right there. Go back to the topic though. You know, the way that they fell out over a landmark type of situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we got to be reasonable. You know, in business too, we have to be reasonable. You know, that if that man is doing well, you know, shouldn't be trying to do things to try and sabotage him and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, there's a scripture that I want to go to before I go into Ecclesiasticus. On that scripture when it talks about when King Solomon's wife was saying that her sisters were angry with her and made her the keeper of the vineyards.
You said keeper what?
The keeper of the vineyards.
You must be talking about songs or something.
Right.
I got it, right?
Yeah.
Classic. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 6. Look not upon me, because I am black.
Right.
Because the sun hath looked upon me, my mother's children were angry with me.
So, but with her saying that she was black, right? What happens to black people with overexposure to the sun, we get darker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like in the cotton fields.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at the throwback pictures of people in the cotton fields and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They dark as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they you know, even though, you know, a lot of us got a nice amount of melanin, but still overexposure still burn you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Overexposure to the sun will burn you, regardless.
I had sunburn. First time ever in my life.
Serious?
I got pictures.
Oh, damn.
Oh man, he grew cat.
So that was your first time ever having a sunburn?
Yes.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? You never had a sunburn your whole life until that.
Yes. 8 hours. He grew cat me outside.
So,
8, 9 hours.
So just imagine how the Benjamites and everything was, and the you know, and the Reubenites and all of that were slaves down there.
Yeah.
Just imagine how it was for them.
You know, it's like for me, I didn't know like how people say it hurt. That it hurts.
Yes,
it stings. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like good night, but I mean it looked wild, but still it's like good night.
Yeah, I never had a sunburn.
It's like a rash for me. How it looked like a rash. And I'm like, man, I'm like good night.
Yeah, and I heard when the sun hits it, it burns too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
The sun hit it from after that, it, like putting salt on it or something. Yeah, I done seen some very bad sunburns. Black people have some real bad sunburns. I done seen it. Just never had one myself, you know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised where you grew up from. Ain't it hot down there?
Yeah. It's hot down there. But the thing about it is, the slaveries I had being indoors. You know what I'm saying? Hell with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why, you know, I took up bricklaying and everything, but I didn't want that as an occupation for real. You know what I'm saying? And a hot sun like that. I did too much of that in Job Corps. We would be drinking ghetto Kool-Aid on top of that. The Kool-Aid, the grape Kool-Aid with all the sugar. You know what I'm saying? While we out there building was building a warehouse.
Right.
Like, man, I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you're a slave working in a cotton field, you just can't go in nowhere and cool off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You got to be out that damn place all day long. And then dark-skinned niggas really know what it's like to get a sunburn then. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get darker. And she was getting, because your melanin starts to concentrate itself. And it results in you getting darker. That's why she's saying she's black here. Her skin went from that being that illustrious chocolatey brown, you know what I'm saying, to being parched. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards.
They made her the keeper of the vineyards, right? Used her for their own purpose, but then watch this, which they didn't help her with her own vineyard. Go ahead.
They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept.
You see that? And I'll bet you, watch, if she tried to leave off of their vineyard and try to take care of her own vineyard, I bet you her sisters would try and sabotage her.
Right.
And get her back in their vineyard.
Right.
And then eventually try to take her vineyard from her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's an evil practice right there. You know what I'm saying? What they should do is actually, you know, help her with her vineyard. That would be the right thing to do, right? See, a lot of the times people want to make slaves out of each other. You know what I'm saying? And black people, we don't make good slave masters. You know what I'm saying? We don't make good slave masters because we wasn't intended to be no goddamn slave masters. You know what I'm saying? We weren't intended for that. And a lot of the time, there's a rebuke that, you know, you got people out there that be like, well, you know, they do all that for, you know, them devils and everything. What if they do that for my business? You know what I'm saying? They say stuff like that. Well, you trying to run your business on their system and expect, because you're black, that they are supposed to be a servant to you like they was a servant to white people.
Right.
That rebuke is coming to you from the Lord.
Yeah.
That's where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? You're actually supposed to be a brother to that man. You know what I'm saying?
Salaki, you know, so powerful about what you just said, because look how our businesses are in the ghetto.
Right.
They are thriving.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then there are support from brothers and sisters all outside. I mean, in the school, outside the school, things of that sort.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Any more on that?
No.
Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Right now. Yeah, we started in the first verse.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
A wise judge will instruct his people. Go ahead.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And he'll also settle disputes righteously. A wise judge will settle disputes, land disputes, or whatever the hell the case is. You know, property disputes, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to go on the judgments of the Lord. He's not going to go just because he likes this person. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to judge with respect of persons.
Right.
Because this person's big name and that person's, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be about what is actually right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, go ahead.
And the government of a prudent man will, And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right. It's well ordered because he has to think about what? He has to think about the future.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He has to think about cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? If I do this, what will this do down the line? And he has counselors also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they all sit around. That's how you get a think tank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they all sit around, you know what I'm saying? And they don't envy what they shouldn't envy one another and stuff like that. Because a lot of times that's what messes up black people's, you know, ability to, you know, to have counsels. You know what I'm saying? Especially the tribe of Judah. We supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be the pretty much the council tribe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then our councils get all whacked up and messed up because what do we do? I mean, look at the damn Metro councils. It's a goddamn clown show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Christian pastors over here, and then you got this guy over here, he's gay. He represents the LGBTQ or whatever you call him. He represents that. And then you got the feminists over here, sitting over here. You got the angry 10-gallon hat church mama. You know what I'm saying? And who's over that whole council? Esau. You know what I'm saying? But somehow this is supposed to help the black community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they all greedy dogs. They'll say, I know in Louisville, they sit on that Metro Council, and once a year, they start targeting adult entertainment businesses like strip clubs and stuff like that. And they start pushing this propaganda, talking about, yeah, all these angry church women. They talk about, yeah, this is where your husbands is at. You know what I'm saying? This is where your husbands is at, such and such, right? When they not home or whatever, something like that. But here's the thing about it. The strip clubs already know how to handle them. They give them a piece of money and they shut up to the next year. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And this is the council. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is damn disgusting. You know? Okay, let's just keep going.
Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is. Such are all they that dwell therein.
Right, because that stuff, you know, as the head is, so is the body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As the king is, so is the people.
That's actually this verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 3. An unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall inhabit it.
Right.
Shall be inhabited.
And prudent, you know, let's look up the word prudent. For people that don't know what it means.
Prudent, Webster's Dictionary, characterized by arising from or showing prudence, such as marked by wisdom or judiciousness, prudent advice, and the management of practical affairs, marked by circumspection, discreet, provident, or frugal. Otherwise, prudence is probably the key word.
Yeah, it's not really given up.
But I'll get prudence.
Okay, yeah, it's not really given up.
Prudence comes from prudence.
Right.
So yeah, prudence. The ability to govern and discipline oneself by the use of a reason. Definition 2.
Okay. Sage's City.
Sage's City.
Sage's City, like sage.
Yeah, sage. Yeah. Right. Sage's City, or shrewdness and the management of affairs. Definition 3. Skill and good judgment in the use of resources.
That's the best. I like that one the best right there.
Right.
That simplifies things.
Right.
The other one uses like Sage's City and all that. He uses words like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know that one's best. Can you read that one again?
Done. Prudence, definition 3, skill and good judgment and the use of resources.
Right, right. That's what prudent is. Okay. Now we go back to the scripture.
Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is. Such are all they that dwell therein. Verse 3, an unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right, right. City shall be inhabited means it's not going to turn into a wasteland.
Right.
Like so many, other places. As a matter of fact, and when I heard about Cairo, Illinois, man, that place is exceedingly becoming, you know what I'm saying? You got certain cities out there that people are leaving the cities.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And and so many people just keep leaving. Next thing you know what I'm saying? Right. And then all types of stuff in the city starts to, actually, dwindle. You know what I'm saying? It has a devastating effect if a lot of people start leaving. That's why they scared that people is going to leave. They scared of that because you know what? This is also starting to happen with big cities, like big, huge cities like New York City, California. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, LA, I think it is.
Yeah.
Because see, here's the thing: you got a lot of people that they want to work in California, but then they'll live somewhere like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be cheaper to buy a house in places like Texas.
Right.
So your money will stretch further.
Right.
Which makes sense. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are leaving big cities like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, places like New York and stuff like that, you paying $4,000 a month to live in a goddamn closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You living in a damn clothes closet, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got no goddamn porch, just got a little stoop, you know what I'm saying? And you paying all this goddamn money, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be bragging about, being from New York and all of that, but I mean, damn, man, look at the way the person's living there. The people that's living there, that's living good there, is people that got a lot of money. Most niggas ain't got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, even if a person's a big time drug dealer or whatever, a lot of the time, hell, he's still living, in the same type of place himself. You know what I'm saying? He just got fly ass rides and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He living in a closet too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Not very practical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd rather live in the damn country and have a damn yard and, a porch and, all kind of, stuff like that, and a big, nice, big house. You know what I'm saying? For that kind of money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk.
So 2,000 live in the closet.
Yeah, live in a damn closet, man. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And you sitting there, in this big old huge house, and you hearing your neighbor, in a little closet. Your neighbor got a closet, and you sitting there hearing them having sex and all of that. They hearing you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, this is not life. No way to live, man. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go into the city, into those, the restaurants or whatever the hell the place is, you're just a customer of everything that every damn body else owns. You know what I'm saying? It's a sucky situation to be in. Well, a lot of people are just saying to hell with it, just getting the hell up and just getting home and just leaving, and then they coming down south. You know what I'm saying? And leaving those places, and they, they like, hell, I could just take, the money that I'm, made that I got here or whatever, and make it stretch farther somewhere else,
right,
and live better than what the hell I'm living here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Let's just keep going.
No. That was verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now watch how this scripture, as you go on with the scripture, go ahead.
Verse 5. And the hand of God is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor.
Right. That's the person that take the honest man that takes good, honest, solid records. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong.
Yes, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because if you said, what do you call it? They burn a grudge. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially if, you know, what your neighbor's done to you doesn't have long-term effects to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not trying to damage your whole, you know, image or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't take one little thing and, you know what I'm saying, then start giving him the evil eye.
Right.
And everything. Especially if you're a person in authority. If you're a person in authority, and then the person, you know what I'm saying, is not, you know, he's not in as much authority as you or whatever the hell the case is. You sit there and put the evil eye on him, and the next thing you know, you're destroying his whole goddamn career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're destroying, you know, and that practice right there, you know what I'm saying? Then you sit there popping up, you know, then you might pop up somebody that's incompetent or whatever just because you like this dude. You know, because he kisses your ass. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Done. And do nothing at all by injurious practices.
Do nothing at all by injurious practices. That whole invading somebody else's land, the whole situation with with the sister and everything who kept their vineyards, but then she couldn't keep her own. Her own is growing thorns and stuff all over it and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her sisters are doing injurious practices. One thing, they were actually returning evil for good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's what they actually do. And the Lord got something special for people to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's returning evil for good. You help somebody build, you know, you help somebody build their house. And then when you start to build your house, then they want to sit there and try and sabotage it and all of that.
Right.
That's returning evil for good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what heathens do. That's what the heathens try to do they was in the book of Nehemiah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try to sabotage us, you know what I'm saying? Acting like they coming to help first, and then they finding all kind of ways to sabotage and this and that. You know what I'm saying? That's evil plotting. And if the person that's in authority is just over the people that are actually doing that, hell, they got to get a punishment too. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, you're talking about that precept where heathens was trying to come to the Hebrews, like, let us build together.
Yeah, that one.
I think either
right.
Ezra,
Okay.
Nehemiah.
Ezra. Yeah.
I think it's Ezra.
Yeah.
It's Ezra. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. You see that right there? That's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but here's the funny thing about it is you have blacks that take on those type of things. That's the reason. One of the reasons why Christ said, you know, of your father the devil,
that's right,
and the lust of your father ye shall do. Things like that are the lust of, you know, are the lust of the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are lust of the deceiver on the earth.
Right.
And that's why the scriptures say, and be not thy oppressor, and choose none of his ways. We supposed to be, you know, operating way different than that. And it's funny because we like to, you know, do things like that even on jobs and everything. We'll sit there trying to hurt somebody else's reputation just because you think he might make manager. You know, stuff like that. You know, so you try to hurt his, you know, reputation and try to make, you know what I'm saying, make a proverb out of him and things like that. We do those damn practices right there. But you do that and things are going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? It might not come back today. It might not come back tomorrow. But you got a day coming. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're going to have to answer for that. We're not supposed to be doing things by injurious practices. We're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be doing things purposely to hurt another person's reputation or how he's viewed and this and that. This is one thing that, you know, that blacks got bad. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it so much so really in the Hispanic community. Not, you know what I'm saying? But among the tribe of Judah, I've seen it a lot. You know, I'm not saying that it don't happen in the Hispanic community, but I'm saying that I haven't seen really much of it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot of times you see Mexicans and everything, they know how to work. They know how to work together. Right. You know what I'm saying? You see, they know how to, you know, put things together as a team, and they don't let, you know, the envy and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't let that start to sabotage what it is that they're doing. Right. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. When it comes to the tribe of Judah, all of those type of demons attack us. Because if they can keep us all messed up, then they can keep the tribes busted up and separated and everything too. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's why how you say that old Russian proverb, you kill the head and the body withers. You know what I'm saying? You kill something like you kill the head of the fish or something like that. Cut off the head of the fish. It's something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I'm mangling it all up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna try to look it up real quick. See if we can quote it.
And that's the reason why these demons attack the tribe of Judah so badly. You see what I'm saying? You know, demons are just strategic. They know where the biggest, you know, influence is at, and they apply the pressure there.
So, well, closest one I can see right now: kill the head, the body will die.
Right. Yeah. That's it right there. It's simplified. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why, like I was saying, why the demons attack us so strongly like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we at Ecclesiastes. I think we're about 6. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
Do nothing at all by injurious practice, by sabotage or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hurt someone else. Go ahead.
So yeah, pull up my verses chapter. Verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings.
Because of what?
Unrighteous dealings.
Unrighteous dealings. Go ahead.
Injuries.
What was just talking about? Do nothing by injurious practices. Yeah. Go ahead. Now, this ain't talking about injuring your hand or your foot. This is not what this is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Injuries and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Damn. You see that? It's what? Read that part again.
Yeah, that's it. Verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. Ain't that a scripture that says many kings are set on the ground, and one that was never thought of have won the crown? You ever seen that scripture? Yeah, but I can't remember whether it's in the Bible or the Apocrypha.
Can you say that again?
Many kings have set up on the ground, and one that was never thought of have won the crown.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath won the crown.
Right. And couple it with the verse we just got through with.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's how every kingdom on the face of the planet lost their stay. You know what I'm saying? That's why the rulership on the earth changes hands. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. Because of everything that's mentioned right there. And one of those injurious practices is, deceiving, getting riches by deceit, and also removing landmarks. Just trying to steal something that belongs to somebody else, trying to take somebody else's territory, trying to take a few acres of their land, and then a few more acres, and then a few more acres. You know what I'm saying? Clear up to the point to where y'all out in a full scale war. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High gave people their lands and set up borders, and for them not to transgress those borders. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's why you have states and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have the states, and they have borders to them. And you can't come from another state and then impose, you know what I'm saying, the law of your state in theirs. Because then you're gonna have to, answer for that in a bigger court. With that being said, we have the ISUPK coming out 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, at the Commander Junior High. Make your ties, support this troop, support the men that are out here on the battlefield fighting for you. And with that being said, I'm about to pass the class over to the priest and officer, Commander Bar.
Yeah. Is your camera work good on your phone? All right. It's just more. Just the stories.
The ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashur. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department and teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. So now, while the main website is still under construction, you can still go to isupk.org. You can pay your tithes, make donations there. Otherwise, if you have the Zelle app, the first name is Israelite School, last name UPK, email ties@isupk.com. Otherwise, get in contact with your camp leader if you need to pay with cash or the Cash App. For our region, it's actually $, the UPK Minnesota. So you can always feel free to donate anything to this school. Upcoming holy convocations. I believe we got the Day of Atonement coming up. I think that's the next one, right before Passover.
Yeah.
So we'll get the exact date
for Tabernacles,
and it's gonna be in October. Yeah, November. Salakia, yeah, we'll have the dates for all that set very shortly. Get in contact with the school again near you, and find out what accommodations they may need or what you may need for yourself. Any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That means your boots, your shirt, your pant, headband, and or scarf. With that, Ahmad, you understand? Ahmadiyum for multiple people. Upon Yakodam, turn to face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verses 8 through 13. Abanaw, Sabah Samayi, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Atazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamay, the Thunder now, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawat now, Kasalak now, Kabawat now, Wala, Tabiana, Bansawan, Above, Hausha now, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Amlakwa, Wahal, Hata Parak, Laulam, Naman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barak Tanawa. Bayah Sha'ala. Bayah. Sapari. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan. Hagan. At this time, you can say the name of the Lord one once. Everyone repeats that name once. If you're following us on social media, you can type in the name of the Lord one. We'll send the prayers up with you.
ISBK Minnesota.
ISBK Minnesota.
All ISBK.
All of ISBK.
Stanley Hall.
Stanley Hall.
Francella Robinson.
Francella Robinson.
Ardell Cook.
Arnell Cook.
Charles Puckett.
Charles Puckett.
ISBK Minnesota.
ISBK Minnesota.
Also Gudash.
Also Gudash.
Also Tarak.
Also Tarak.
Also Mungabar.
Also Mungabar. Also Maccabi.
Also Maccabi. Shuba Kanagabar.
Shuba Kanagabar.
Shuba Kawan Yala.
Shuba Kawan Yala.
Sapara.
Sapara.
Shara.
Shara.
Yapa.
Yapa.
Azara.
Azara.
Taziyah.
Taziyah.
Maracapa.
Maracapa.
Sister South Dakota.
Sister South Dakota.
Kawa.
Kawa.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Israelite School UPK.
Israelite School UPK.
Bakar Down.
Bakar Down.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Cortez.
Cortez.
Samantha.
Samantha.
Juan Osborne.
Juan Osborne.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Diamond Dorch.
Diamond Dorch.
Dorch family.
Dorch family. UPK Minnesota.
UPK Minnesota.
All of UPK.
All of UPK.
Desiree Davis.
Desiree Davis.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Israelite School UPK.
Israelite School UPK.
UPK Minnesota.
UPK Minnesota.
UPK Chicago.
UPK Chicago.
UPK Milwaukee.
UPK Milwaukee.
UPK Reds.
UPK Reds.
Benjamin.
Jamin.
Jamin. Rockapat.
Rockapat.
Annalie.
Annalie.
The McIntosh family.
McIntosh family.
Raphael.
Raphael.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Duad Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai.
Lord, in the name of Yahushai.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
So be it.
Thank you. So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai. Listen to us now.
To us now.
Right now.
Right now.
And leave us in curses.
Curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
Princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
And the school. And leave us in curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
Shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel. that refuse to give to the school, force their riches, to enter thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation, and they drug dealers, court system, prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, high school matazes, the gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, that's the space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the players. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers, punish all the heathen, and come up against us as we speak thy words. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media about the whole world. Cause them to shake it that comes. And then Yahweh Shai, like you always. So be it. So to the front. Men of Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatham, Yazamatai. So to the sisters, courtesy salute for the sisters. Men of Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Barak, Yahweh Shemar Alatam, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yazamatai. Class dismissed. Obsla.